is the after show with Diane Lane, who is starring in Paris Can Wait in theaters in New York and LA May 12th. Jim Parsons' show is The Big Bang Theory, Thursdays at 8 on CBS. On Radio Andy, Jim Parsons is too stupid for politics. Channel 102. He's narrating First in Human, the trials of Building 10, premiering this August on Discovery. Building 10 is...
where people who have a rare disease and they've reached the end of any treatments that are being offered to them go to this, which is essentially a working lab where the doctors have their lab across from the patient's hospital room. And they go back and forth and they try new therapies.
Wow.
And some people do pass on, but some people get cured. And all of them, it's very
Help
true.
science.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's another rung in the ladder of getting all of us a better life-saving cures for things. It's an amazing thing.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Behind the bar is Tim Quinn. He's Diane's makeup artist, among many others. Hi, Tim. Carrie Duber from The Real Housewives of Dallas tweeted in, my husband, Mark Duber, has the biggest crush on Diane Lane. He's hoping there's still a chance she is his free pass. So just FYI.
Jesus.
Very good. Let's go to the phones. Caller, what's your name and from where are you calling?
Hi, Andy. This is Brooke from St. Louis.
Hey, Brooke from my hometown. What's your question?
I have a question for Diane.
Hey, Brooke, the Cardinals won again tonight, by the way. You might be interested to know.
I know. We're so excited.
First place.
Diane, can you give us any Justice League spoilers? And do you think it'll be better than the Avengers?
Oh, good Lord.
No and no.
No and no. Very good.
Short but honest. I hate to disappoint, but...
Tanya D. emailed, Diane, is it weird playing Henry's mom because he's so hot?
Occasionally.
Yes, okay. Very good. Back to the phones. Caller, what's your name and from where are you calling?
Hello, this is Robert from Alabama.
Hey, Robert, what's your question?
I have a question for Mr. Jim Parsons.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I want to know among all the great guest stars on the Big Bang Theory, which one of them did he freak out about?
Oh. I guess the closest to like a freak out was Bob Newhart. Really just because I've been impressed with so many guest stars we have because I've grown up with a lot of them or whatever. I just admired them. Bob, partly due to his age, partly due to his, related to that, the longevity of his career. It was the first person who walked on that I finally got that sense of, oh, I can't believe you're real. I can't believe you're standing right here in front of me.
Wow.
And that was profound. And it's been great to work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. That's exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah.
It is exciting.
Yeah. Back to the phones. Caller, what's your name and from where are you calling?
Hi, this is Katie from Orlando. My question's for Diane.
Okay.
How would you describe your relationship with Andy Warhol back in the 80s?
Ooh.
What?
What?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, me either. How
This
did
is
you?
deep dish tonight.
Of course he loved you.
Well, we had pizza.
You did?
Yeah, he interviewed me for one of the covers, and there was another cover
For
as
Interview
well.
Magazine.
For Interview Magazine, I should say, which was his magazine, so I thought that
Did
was
he photograph you or paint you?
I think he pulled out his camera. Where those wound up, I don't know, but you know, it was very surreal. I remember first meeting him at this fabulous New York City party, Diana Vreeland and Diane von Furstenberg, and you know, I was just pinching myself, and there's Richard Gere. Who knew, right? In the future, right? And of course, Andy Warhol, and all these amazing people were there, and I was just going, don't say anything, just look around and take it in, because if I opened my mouth, I would, you know, eat my foot because I was so young. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to learn.
Wow.
Yeah.
We played that clip from Carson before. Do you remember that? Do you have a memory of sitting there when you're 18 years old across from Johnny Carson, talking to him?
Well, there's kind of this white noise. It's like white out. It's like you're in this zone of complete panic, and all you hear is this like dog whistle pitch of terror, and you're going, it's almost over, it's almost over, it's almost over, you know, because you're so young and you're so insecure and you don't know how to do it well.
And he's Johnny Carson.
And he also just introduced me as Diane Ladd.
No.
Which they fixed in post.
Yeah.
But it's not good for the ego of the young person sitting there going.
Of course not.
And I knew Diane very well because I was friends with Laura Dern, so it was extra awkward.
Wow.
Fun.
Jim, Marissa G from DC texted, where do you keep your awards? 4 Emmys and 1 Golden Globe.
My.
It's just I keep them on there's a shelf.
On a shelf.
In like a dining, not dining room, a living room, library type.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nook?
In LA or New York?
It's a Nook. They're in LA.
They're in LA.
Yeah.
Okay. Brandon F. Texted, I saw on Twitter that Jim likes to work out, but does he have to maintain a slimmer physique to play Sheldon?
They've never like.
They've never said like.
You better take care of that body or whatever. No.
Right. Right.
Can you not buff out? I mean, buff up or whatever
I
that
don't
is?
think they'd be thrilled if I was shooting HGH and working out and I came back like that. But like, I mean, what I do is not going to make me look like, I'm not going to come looking like a wide receiver. No,
You should do it one time just to see if they notice. Just like put a suit on underneath the outfit. Like, I'm here.
This is good. Johan 867. Diane, how long did you date Jon Bon Jovi and how big of a groupie were you?
See, he said I jaded him.
You jaded him.
Yeah, have some more wine. Have some more tequila.
How long did you date him?
5 months, I was 20, and I think every girl should have such a wonderful experience when she's
I think so too.
That young and, you know.
That's awesome.
It really is
All you have to say is young, and
JBJ.
then everything else is
Oh my God,
understood.
and JBJ in the 80s, I mean, that was the prime of JBJ.
I have some photos of him packing for the tour.
What?
Just all the
Slippery
jock
when
straps
wet?
were lined up on the floor for the whole band to get through the whole tour.
Wow, did they
An
wear
ocean of
jock straps?
Well, you have to under those leather pants, sweating.
Is that what they wear
No
under
idea.
the leather
Forgive
pants?
me, John.
No
forgive
idea.
Me.
This is news to
Forgive
me.
They've exploited.
Jim, did you know
It's been
this?
30
Not even
years, and they're
sort
still
of.
talking
This
about
changes
us.
so many things.
It changes.
I saw that concert.
It changes everything.
Does it?
No, for
Did I?
gay guys to know that they're wearing jock straps, yes, that changes everything.
I don't even know what to say. I'm
we
getting
like-
such an
I
education.
know a lot of things to say.
Yeah, we like that.
I'm not going to.
We like that.
Oh, I feel so guilty. I
No,
don't know
you
what
should
I've
feel
done.
wonderful.
Okay.
You've done a wonderful
Jim,
thing.
speaking of dating Jon Bon Jovi, John G said you and your boyfriend Todd have been together 14 years.
Very accurate.
14
yes.
years.
Yeah. It'll be 15 this year.
15 this year?
Yeah.
Will you guys ever get married?
I probably.
And do you guys, where'd you meet?
A blind date.
A blind
We
date.
had two friends set us up. Yeah, it was. And what's funny is they went out with us on the date, which was really smart because it felt very social and it felt very
Right.
good. And we were able to kind of really just be relaxed with it. And we were planning the next date by the end of the night.
Did you ever have moments of, was it ever, I mean, you don't have to answer this question, but
I probably will.
But like, when you're dating someone for that long, and one of the people in the relationship becomes very famous and gets and has a moment where they, you know, become this huge TV star, and life changes in every way. How challenging was that as a couple?
It really wasn't. It really. I'll say two things about it. Number one was that he had kind of supported me for the first few years of our relationship because he had a normal job and I was working acting jobs. And so when I finally was making my own money on a TV show, it was a relief, certainly to me, but it was a nice different balance. And then the second thing was that times have changed so much that once I was becoming more and more well known, it was less and less of a touchy thing to be gay just every
Right.
year. It was
Yeah.
like it's changed so swiftly and it's changed so recently that we were very fortunate in that way. So it was just a good thing overall.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
But how cool that he was paying the bills at the beginning and then you. But I mean, that must have felt
much
so
so.
great. That probably really helped
Shift
balance it.
and
Yeah.
share that
So cool.
title.
Well, nothing pleases me quite like watching a real actor become a real housewife. So we're going to do some
Oh my
Bravo
God.
logs, okay? Diane and Jim, I am going to politely judge as you take turns
We're not
reading
gonna
a
get the
different
part.
line from the
This is an
same
audition.
housewife. And since the ladies have no filter, we're adding our take on Snapchat filters to your performances. Okay, we're going to start with Diane Lane as Dorinda Medley. Okay.
How am I doing? Not well, bitch.
Yes! Very good. Okay, Jim Parsons as Dorinda Medley.
Why don't you stop getting vaginal rejuvenation and put an easy pass on that Holland Tunnel?
Yes!
Thank you.
Okay, that was excellent.
Writes it. No one writes well.
No, these are not written. They're human beings. Okay, here is Dorit Kemsley from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Diane Lane.
I have 2 little babies, but I live in a coke den.
Yes! Jim Parsons as Dorit Kemsley.
What do you expect a man with a beating heart to do when a girl's vajayjay is in front of him? Oh my God.
Diane Lane as Vicky Gunvalson as a rabbit.
Where's the camera?
Here.
I have never been with multiple partners in my life.
Very good. Jim Parsons as Vicky Gunvalson.
You're supposed to be my friend. My friend. My soulmate. My sister.
Wow. I have a tear almost.
Do you? You're crying?
Okay, Diane Lane as Kenya Moore.
Okay, I gotta see the whole thing.
Oh.
Oh, your husband doesn't have a job right now, so why don't you worry about that?
Yes. Jim Parsons as Kenya Moore.
If I'm a whore, then I'm going to be the best whore possible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Last up,
Thank you.
Diane Lane as Luann D'Agostino.
How could you do this to me? Question mark.
I didn't get it.
Jim Parsons as Countess Luann.
This is for me and Tom.
Everybody give it up for Diane Lane and Jim Parsons and our buddy Tim. For more, click on BravoTV.com. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Watch more clips here and subscribe to our channel here. See ya.